Hi, I'm Dr. R. Devi Prasanna, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce CA and PG Department of Commerce, Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore. In this video, we are going to learn the types of contract. Before that, we have to know what is a contract. According to Section 2, Subsection H of Indian Contract Act 1872, the term contract is defined as an agreement enforceable by law. There are four types of contract. According to the formation, according to the validity, according to the performance, according to the liability. Under formation, we have expressed contract, implied contract, quasi-contract and e-contract. Under validity, we have valid contract, void contract, voidable contract, illegal contract and unenforceable contract. Under performance, we have executed contract and executory contract. Under liability, we have unilateral contract and bilateral contract. Based on the formation, express contract. The term of the contract are expressly agreed upon, whether orally or in writing at the time of formation. Example, oral offer and acceptance. Implied contract. An implied contract is one which is inferred from the act of the parties or conduct of the parties or from the circumstances of the cases. Example, ordering in a restaurant, boarding a public bus. Quasi-contract. It is created by law. It does not arise by virtue of any agreement, but the law infers or recognizes these contract under special circumstances. There is no intention of the parties to enter into a contract. It is based on the principle that no person shall be allowed to enrich himself at the expenses of the another. E-contract. E-contract is one which is entered between the parties through internet. The offer and acceptance of the parties happen through internet. Based on the validity, we have valid contract. An agreement enforceable by law is a valid contract, a contract that has all essential elements. Both the parties to the contract can enforce the contract. Voidable contract. Contract which is acceptable by law at the option of one party but not at the option of the other party. Example, entering into a contract by coercion. Void contract. A contract which ceases to be enforceable by law becomes void when it ceases to be enforceable. A valid contract becomes void under the following circumstances: destruction of subject matter, death of parties, parties becoming unlawful, contract becoming unlawful. Illegal contract. Contract which are forbidden by law. All illegal agreements are void agreements, but all void agreements are not illegal. For example, if a person says, I will give you rupees 1 lakh if you kill my wife, this contract is void ab initio. That is, it is invalid from the very beginning as it is made for an illegal purpose. Unenforceable contract. Due to some technical defect, the contract cannot be enforced by law. Based on the performance. Executed contract. An executed contract is one in which both the parties have performed their respective obligation. Example, Harsha agrees to paint a painting to Arjun for rupees 5,000. He paints the painting and Arjun pays rupees 5,000 to him. Executory contract. Contract in which one or both the parties to the contract have still to perform their obligations in future. Partially performed or wholly unperformed is termed as executory contract. Example, if Harsha painted the painting, Arjun did not pay rupees 5,000 yet. Based on the liability, unilateral contract. A unilateral contract is one in which only one party has to perform his obligation at the time of the formation of the contract. The other party, having fulfilled his obligation at the time of the contract or before the contract comes into existence. Example, reward of rupees 1,000 for lost dog. Bilateral contract. A bilateral contract is one in which the obligation of both the parties to the contract is outstanding at the time of formation of the contract. Bilateral contracts are also known as contracts with executory consideration. It is similar to the executory contract. In this video, we have learnt the 4 types of contract. Thank you.